Whoa, talk about a thumbnail, wait. Welcome to my channel. My name is Abby, nice to meet you. And today we're gonna be doing a little chit chat, get ready with me. As you can see, she needs some excitement. I asked you guys some questions on my Instagram, and so I'm gonna be answering them and doing our makeup. So grab a drink, grab a snack, do your skincare, do your makeup, eat whatever you wanna do, and let's have real time. First things first, I already did my skincare, low-key. I will put you guys on to what I've been using though. So the reason why my skin looks delicious and hydrated is because I use the Waleda. Is that how you say that? I think that's how you say that. The Waleda Skin Food. Fire. You can find it at Sprouts, Whole Foods, and I think they also have it at Ulta. Fire. Fire. And this is coming from somebody that has really dry skin naturally. Anyways. And the other thing that I already have on is this. It's the xoxo. Hold on. The xoxo lip stain from TikTok shop. And I'm usually not a TikTok shop girly, but this is fire. I love anything, especially for like the gym, where like, okay, let me just say this. If you guys follow me on TikTok, you know how I feel about lip liner. You know how I feel about lip liner. And this is just even better because I can put it on, get ready, and then just peel it off and leave. And my lips look so juicy. Is this Milani lip oil. There we go. This Milani lip oil. They have a bunch of these. They have like a bunch of different flavors. This is the raspberry one. Every time I wear this, my boyfriend literally is like, oh, you smell so good. And I'm like, And it has like a little tint in it. Watch this. It's like a little subtle tint. Like you can even see it on the applicator. See on the applicator that there is actually like pigment to it. Let's see. Here. See, it's like the slightest, but like, I wanted to put you guys on to all of the goods that I got on my face right now. And then these are the Falscara lashes. I don't ever get my lashes done just because I'm scared. Because I'm like, what if they put lashes on me that don't suit me? You know what I mean? So I just prefer to do them myself, and it's cheaper. So these are the Falscara lashes. I do these every week, and I just touch them up, you know, when they fall out, whatever. First, I'm just gonna say some things about me so that if there's anybody watching that doesn't really know me like that, that you get to know me. First, I am gonna go with this L'Oreal True Match hyaluronic serum. I love this. If you're not really like a foundation girly, but you want like some coverage, this is it. It's like skincare focused. It definitely gives you coverage though, and it's like very glowy and skin-like looking, so it is my go-to when I want to go for like a more coverage look. First things first, my name is Abby. I am 22 years old, and that feels so weird because I just turned 22 like a couple months ago, so that feels weird to even say that. But right now I live in Southern California. I love it here. I'm originally not from Southern California, but I just moved like out of my home state / home city, whatever you want to call it. Was that last year? I'm like, wait, damn, that's crazy. Literally last year. Feels like it was yesterday. But I think it's, yeah, it was like was that last summer? I honestly don't remember, but I've done a lot of moving around. Even when I was back home, I was like living in an apartment with my boyfriend, then like a house, or renting a house, and then we just decided to come over here just for a change of scenery. Oh my god, look at that. And this is a good match. This is a good match, like. Anywho, let's get into these questions. First question was, what's helped you stay motivated in the gym? I got some tea for you. I'm not motivated to go to the gym. A trait that I'm trying to develop is self-discipline. I do have issues with like being discipline. Like I'll be very self-aware, but then I won't actually like apply that awareness, or I won't say I'm like that now, but I was before. And so something that I'm trying to work on as I get older, and I won't even say trying, that I have been working on as I've gotten older, is staying true to my word. And if I told myself I was gonna go to the gym every day, guess what? We're going. Like this morning, I literally, the weather here right now is so ugly, and I did not want to go at all. Like nothing, not a coffee, not a cute outfit, not a cute beat could have made me want to go to the gym this morning, and I made myself go because I told myself that I was gonna go, and I know that every Monday through Friday that I go to the gym, and there's no me not doing that unless I'm like physically ill, obviously, or hurt. But as long as I'm healthy, I'm going to the gym, because being healthy is such a privilege in itself. Do what you love. Like it does not have to be going to the gym. It can be, like I said, going on a walk for 5 minutes in the morning, or while the sun's going down. It could be playing like a sport for fun with your friends. It can be just walking on the treadmill for 30 minutes. It can be whatever you want it to be. But do something, move your body. I would say that I do have just like a passion for going though too. Like I just love the feeling of becoming stronger and being like, oh, I can lift this way now. I couldn't lift that a week ago. I couldn't lift that like a couple days ago. Or like just seeing lines pop up and like you becoming more toned. It's just, I love that feeling. Like I won't lie, I am passionate about it. I know a lot of people, or some people might not be. And like I said, you can find your own version of moving your body however you want to. This question was, do you take any supplements for general health benefits? I'm wanting to start taking some. Yes, I do. If you are a woman, you need to take probiotics. You need to take probiotics. You need to. It's a must. Because of my diet, because I have like certain physical goals for my body right now. I get like a lot of protein, a lot of carbs. And I think with that sometimes can come like bloating, and honestly, no matter what your diet is, bloating is just natural. And probiotics help so much with that, and not only just the way you look, but the way you feel, which I also know that the way you look kind of plays into the way you feel. So I know it's kind of like interchangeable, but it helps so much with bloating and just making sure that everything's running smoothly, like the way that you digest things, and just balances out the bacteria in your gut. And I also take probiotics for my hoo-ha. I take it for both. And I think every woman should be doing that. It just boosts your confidence, makes everything squeaky deaky clean, and balances everything down there. The other thing that I love to take is oil of oregano capsules. When I was sick, I started taking it a bunch and it knocked that shit right out. It was crazy. So I definitely recommend oil of oregano. It is not a myth. It 100% works. The other thing that I swear by that I love, by the way, this is the Patrick Ta She's Vibrant blush. This is just one layer of blush, baby. Black seed oil, so good for your metabolism, so good for inflammation. Not only can we kind of like experience bloating in like our bellies, but you can definitely have like inflammation all over your body, like in your face, like anywhere. And I think a lot of the times people are like, oh, my face is so puffy. I'm like, take black seed oil. If you're a woman, take black seed oil first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. It has a very potent flavor too, but I'm not gonna lie, I think most people wouldn't think it tastes the best, but it works and it's very much worth it. I feel like paired with working out on my diet, I've seen such a difference in how flat my stomach is from taking it. I have like very round cheekbones, and when I was younger, I had like a lot of what I thought was fat right here, and I really just think it was a lot of, I think it was also fat, but I think it was a lot of inflammation from my diet. And so again, like if you feel like you struggle with puffiness under your eyes, your face, wherever, I would definitely recommend that black seed oil, and even if you don't struggle with that, it's so good for your metabolism, and I eat a lot, so it's really good for that. Next, I'm going to go in with my Kosas concealers. These are my favorite. You want to know why they're my favorite? Because they don't cover up my freckles, but they still give me coverage, and it's glowy, and glowy makeup is my absolute favorite. I use 2 shades, but this one is the 5.8 neutral. I'm gonna go in with this one first. This one is definitely more similar to my skin tone, so I just kind of use it to give me coverage under my eyes. And then the other one is going to be like a brightening, so it's definitely like a little bit lighter. And the other shade that I use is 6.5 olive. Before I even answer this or say the question, this question is like a big reason why I wanted to do YouTube, or why I've always wanted to do YouTube, is because I want to talk about topics like this, and eventually I want to even just create like a talking channel where I just sit down and just talk about stuff like this, or really all kinds of stuff, because I am an open book, like probably much more than you think, to be honest. I love this question. I love watching videos like this and talking about stuff like this. Things. Hi! That was so on brand. I'm not even gonna act surprised. That was so on brand for me. The question is, things you have learned while becoming a woman. I love this question. Okay, where do I even start? Talking about the first question, which was like what keeps me motivated at the gym, and I was talking about having self-discipline. I think that's something that is so important to develop as a woman and carry through your entire life, especially if you have big dreams, because I think that if you have self-discipline and you have big dreams, that your confidence will truly come from within and not just like your exterior. Feeling good about yourself, feeling beautiful, getting compliments from people about your physical appearance is great, but looks do fade. They do. Your skin's not always gonna be this plump, neither are your titties. Let's be so for real. I think that being self-disciplined as a woman is so sexy. It is so sexy, and it will give you the most confidence, because you know what you bring to the table, and you know that when you tell yourself you're gonna do something, that you're gonna do it, and then you won't have that standard for other people, rightfully so, because you know that you do it. So why would you accept anybody that doesn't do that? You know what I mean? Truly don't think that God gives you or anyone dreams unless you're capable of fulfilling them. And I think that when we have big dreams, in the grand scheme, you might think like, I don't know if I'm capable of fulfilling this. I don't know if I'm qualified. And I think, again, having self-discipline and developing that at a young age and doing whatever you tell yourself you're gonna do and putting your all into that is going to not leave much room for those thoughts. Even if they do show up, you will have a whole resume of proof against that. Because it's like, damn, I actually am qualified, because when I say that I'm gonna go to the gym 5 times a week, I go to the gym 5 times a week. When I put up a boundary and somebody disrespects that and I communicate it in a healthy way, I remove myself from the situation peacefully. There will be a whole roster and examples to prove to yourself that you actually are qualified and capable of doing whatever you want to do. Learning how to be self-disciplined and just doing the things that I tell myself that I want to do has been so important as a woman, because there's always going to be people that don't take you seriously. But if you don't even take yourself seriously, babe, you're kind of fucked. If your goal is to wake up at 6 and every time the alarm goes off at 6, you sleep until 7 or 8, of course you're not going to apply yourself and assert yourself into that new position, or to post that video, or to start that business, because all you're going to think about is the fact that you come up with these goals and don't fulfill them. I think another thing that I've learned as a woman is just be you, babe. I'm not gonna lie, a big reason why I have procrastinated doing YouTube or social media in general for so long is just because my personality is like cringy and annoying to a lot of people, and that's fine. Like, that's literally fine. I grew up on Vine, Mac Barbie 07. I'm a YouTube baby. And so like the type of humor that I grew up on is corny. And I know that I'm like that. So I think a lot of the times like I just like not want to even record myself talking because I'm like, oh my god, you're so cringy, whatever. And it's like, who cares? Like literally, who cares? And if they do care, then they're not for you, and that's fine. That's literally fine. It's not even like as deep as, oh, fuck them, you don't like me, fuck you. No, it's just like, they don't have to like you. Just like you don't have to like them. Just post a video, and whoever's gonna like you is gonna like you, and whoever can't stand to hear your voice, they just can't stand it, and they can't even help it. That's another thing I'm learning as a woman. I think it's important to learn how to not take other people's feelings so serious, like so personal. I had a hard time making friends growing up, and I still do. And I think that before, when girls would be mean to me or just like leave me out of things on purpose or make little side comments, I would take it so personally. And it's not even that I would get like, I wouldn't get sad, I wouldn't get my feelings hurt, but I would also just get mad. And I would just use it as an excuse to be rude towards them back. And I think there's a way to put up boundaries without losing yourself and without losing your peace, and honestly without taking it personally. Because I'm gonna be honest, I grew up, for example, with a mom that, you know, was a girl's girl, and my mom's beautiful too, and my mom's always had a hard time making friends, and I literally grew up with her having friends and watching her fall out with friends because they would get jealous of her and all these little things. And that being said, my mom has never been the type to, you know, talk about people or be like, oh, well, she's got this done. And my mom's always been a girl's girl. That's what I grew up around. But I realized as I got older, a lot of the reason why other women, you might have a hard time getting along with them, or they might be rude to you or leave you out or be jealous of you, is because unfortunately, like, a lot of women grow up with moms that aren't girls. A lot of girls grow up with moms that are in competition with them, and a lot of girls grow up with moms that are like in competition with other women, and that's just what they know. So instead of taking it personally when they're jealous of you and they lash out on you, have empathy, because like not all of us are privileged to grow up that way. Honestly, you can put a boundary up. Like, I'm not saying to let people walk all over you and just treat you nasty. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is, like, if they give you a little side eye, you don't have to give them the RBF back. A lot of the times, no, like all the time when that happens to me, the first thing that comes to my mind is like, what, bitch? And like, I'm like ready to give them that attitude back. But I'm just learning, like, why let that ruin my aura and my personality? Because naturally I'm a nice, sweet person. So why would I let that energy affect me? But also, like, damn, they must be really unhappy with themselves, or maybe they just really have been around women that just act like that. And then it makes me have empathy for them. And it makes me rather be like, oh, maybe I should be that example of like kindness. If they don't latch onto it, they don't. But at least I know that I put good energy into the situation. Not lose yourself reacting to somebody else's misery. And honestly, a lot of the times, like I said, it's trauma. A lot of people, a lot of guys, a lot of girls, they act the way they do because they haven't healed themselves yet. And I think having empathy in those moments, instead of lashing out and being like, fuck you, bitch, and that's why don't lose yourself for that. Maybe you're the only example that somebody's ever seen. Another thing that I've learned as a woman, I think that is so important, is to never stop learning. Getting compliments from people. I love when people are like, I love your makeup, I love your hair, I love your outfit, whatever it is. But I think there's something so sexy about being a woman and your beauty being the least interesting thing about you. There's nothing sexier than not only a woman that is stunning, gorgeous, but intelligent. That's something that I admire about other women, and that's something that I will continue to do. And hopefully, honestly, like I said, I want to create like a talking channel to talk about all the stuff that I learn and that I read about and stuff that I'm into. So eventually we'll do that. I love just talking to other women. I love women so much, and I love sharing the tea, and I love learning the tea from other women too. Do not let yourself become mentally stagnant. Literally, you should be constantly learning. It can be something so small, but just constantly learning new things, constantly developing new skills, new hobbies, new talents. The world is your oyster, babe. The world is literally your oyster. So I think that being educated on whatever you want to be educated about, and learning new things, learning new hobbies is so important. And do whatever you want, but just learn, keep your brain stimulated. And another thing I think that kind of goes along with that is like, it is so important to move away from your family and like out of your hometown, whatever. Not because our families aren't great for us, and I'm a huge family person. I love family and I love my family, but it's so important as a young woman, I feel like, to trust yourself, create your own morals, create your own beliefs, because a lot of the times we say we believe in things and we don't actually figure out that we don't even really believe in those things until we move away from our parents and develop our own ideas about things and learn things on our own. Because at the end of the day, your parents are just children that have grown up and they're just walking around trying to figure things out too. And that doesn't mean that our parents don't give us great insight, because that's not what I'm saying, great advice. I think they do. But I think it's also very important to learn things on your own and have your own opinion about things. You do not need to have the same opinion as your friends and your family about every single thing. I know I sure as hell don't. So I think that is another thing that is super important. I literally cannot stop looking at this blush. Oh my god. Literally go against the grain. You do not need to have the same beliefs as everybody else. You don't need to have the same ideas as everybody else. You don't have to have the same opinions as everybody else. Have your own opinions. Look into things on your own. Do not just copy what your parents and your friends and the people that you're comfortable with are telling you. I never want to be in a friend group where everybody thinks the exact same and has all the exact same hobbies and we all act the same. It's like, why? I want to have friends that are like actually beneficial to my life and that, you know, not only bring me joy and peace and have a fun time with, but that I can learn from and that they can learn from me or not. Even if we have different opinions, I think that it's important to be around people that aren't all the same as you. We're not all supposed to be clones of each other. We're all supposed to be our own people. And be open to expanding your mind instead of just knowing what you know or what you think you know, period. Okay, the last topic was wellness tips, clean eating, vitamins, etc. I love this topic. Unfortunately, like in America, we use a lot of really shitty oils to cook our food. We use canola oil, vegetable oil, and those oils are really bad for you. Basically lead to a lot of heart disease, obesity, inflammation in the body. And I remember when I was younger, actually, and I would eat that. I would eat Chick-fil-A when I was younger, like every week. No, not even lying to you. There was a period of time when I had first started working, like as a young teenager, when I was eating out all the time because I didn't have time and I wasn't meal prepping. I was like 14, 15. And I thought I was anemic. And looking back, I literally think that my body felt that way because of the way that I was eating and the ingredients and all the food I was eating, all the red 40, all the chemicals. So I really am an advocate for no chemicals. No chemicals. Like, I don't eat red 40. I don't eat any of those artificial dyes. I try to stay away from anything that has like canola oil, vegetable oil, any of the seed oils, because for me, not only is that science-backed, but I've had personal experiences since I have not been eating that way where I'm like, the difference in the way that I feel and even the way I look is crazy from when I used to eat like that. No seed oils. That's something I would highly recommend trying. I promise you, you will probably see a difference in even like your face. Like I said, those are such high inflammatory oils and ingredients. You will probably literally notice such a big difference in your appearance, but most importantly, like the way that you feel. And of course, like when it comes to meat, I try to do like grass-fed meats, grass-fed butter, raw milk, or like at least A2 milk. Right now on my workout journey, I haven't been making as versatile foods because I just have like a goal that I'm set on physically. But normally I like to throw down in the kitchen. So I'm definitely not on a diet. I just eat very clean in the sense of like ingredients that I consume. So yeah, no chemicals, no dyes, no seed oils. Those are the things I would highly, highly, highly recommend. Cook with avocado oil or olive oil. I still season my food. I don't stinge out on salt or any of that. I just season my food and I just eat real food, literally. So try to eat organic veggies. You don't want all those pesticides and chemicals on your food because they do, and this is scientifically proven, they do mess with your hormones. They really do. Especially as a woman, our hormone cycle is like this. So it's very important that you're consuming things and putting things on your body with that in mind. I know that a lot of healthy foods are like more expensive, but I really think it is worth the investment. Because to me, it's like if you don't pay for that now, you're just gonna pay for it in the hospital later on when you have some severe health issues from eating all this stuff. You pay for one thing, or you pay for the other. Eating your vitamins and getting your nutrients every day will make such a difference in not just your appearance, but the way that you feel. My good old lip liner, my favorite part. This is the ABH Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner in the shade Malt. I think you guys really need to see that, but still, just gotta put y'all on. We don't gatekeep over here, okay? What? Is that literally caca? Oh my god. Me literally, why do I do that every time I do my eyeliner? Oh my god. Okay, this is the finished makeup look. Well, actually, no, it's not. Why? Because we have this e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist. This is my favorite, other favorite part. And it smells like coconut. Right. And I like to bring my eyebrows in too. Then I'm also, lastly but certainly not least, gonna go in with my Milani lip oil. So cute. Immediately, yes. This turned out so good. I was honestly like freaking out because I was like, how am I gonna get ready without music and talk and answer questions at the same time, because I'm like super ADHD. But that was really fun. I love my makeup. It turned out really cute. I love the blush. It looks so good and so dewy. It's just right up my alley. And I love that you guys got to get to know me some and that we got to chit chat. I hope you had fun watching, and I love you. Bye.